Hey all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, it is my favorite video of the month where I am doing my low buy check-in for the month of December. I have been on a low buy since 2022, and this month I did not do as well on my low buy. I will be very honest. I don't regret my purchases, but at the same time, I do want to get into it and I want to be honest with the stuff that I'm buying, even though I'm on a low buy. And I want to talk to you a little bit at the end about my low buy plans for 2025 because they have changed a bit. In this video, I'm going to tell you about everything that I purchased. I'm going to talk about everything I received in PR because, as I always say, I don't feel like it's fair for me to be like, oh, I didn't purchase anything, and then I actually did get a bunch of stuff in PR to try, and I am still receiving new products. I'm going to talk to you about everything I wanted to purchase but didn't, anything that I got rid of, and also anything that in general is bringing me joy. So let's jump right into it and start talking about what I purchased this month. Whew, yeah, I'm nervous about this part. So when I talk about things that I've purchased throughout the month, it's not always just makeup, skincare, hair care. I also like to talk about clothing, and clothing is really where I spent a lot of money this month, and I'm talking a lot of money. These are all things that I've wanted for a long time and I've been eyeing for a long time, but I bit the bullet on more than one of them this month. But let's start off by talking about the beauty items. So I had told you that in the month of November, I did treat myself, this is November, to the Salt & Stone Bergamot and Hinoki body mist perfume. It's not really a perfume, it's just kind of a body spray and hairspray. It is so heavenly, and I loved it so much that when the Sephora sale kicked in, I also bought this set that came with a travel size perfume, but also these. So it came with the same scent in a deodorant, in a body wash, and in the lotion. So far I have used the deodorant, and it's decent. It is just a deodorant. It is not an antiperspirant and deodorant, and it's nice. The smell is noticeable but not incredibly strong, and I've used the body lotion and it's heavenly. I love layering this before I put on the perfume. I have not yet used the body wash, and I think it's because I forgot it existed. I really need to just put this in my bathroom. In fact, I'm going to put this in my bathroom the second I'm done this video because I want to use these things, and the price wasn't bad. I want to say, yeah, with the discount, all of this and the travel perfume were $30, which I think is really decent. So I'm excited to continue using those. I love this smell. I can't get enough of it. It's amazing to me that it's only down to there because I've been wearing it every single day. And because it's a perfume mist and not like an eau de parfum or something, I've been spraying it on multiple times a day. So I'm loving that. Something else I got that I have not tried yet, it is still in the box, is the Freck lip liner in shade number 3. This was recommended by Betty Jean, Batty Bean here on YouTube. She always talks about these and I've wanted to try them. So let's try the shade now. This shade looks right up my alley. Like this is like a brownie pinky nude, and let's look at that. Yeah, this is going to be like my perfect shade, my absolute perfect shade, and that just went on so creamy on my hand. This is an all plastic component and it is a twist up, so I don't love that. I usually prefer pencils you can sharpen, but this is so creamy, I'm not sure I even care. So with the discount, this came to $14.40, which I don't think is that bad for a lip liner, especially like a high quality one. So I'm excited to try that. I'm going to get rid of the box now and just put this in my drawer. I also bought, this is a restock. You have seen this on my channel before, the Verb Volume Dry Texture Spray. This is my texture spray of choice. I love it so much. It is an aerosol can, which I know a lot of people don't prefer, but it is a dry texture spray, so it doesn't weigh my hair down. My hair gets very easily weighed down, but it keeps texture in it, and my hair naturally has zero texture to it. So this is my favorite. I buy it every single time it's on sale. It's $20 regularly. It was $16 on the sale. I will never not buy this. And then I have one more makeup item. So I'm putting this all together because some of this I got in PR and some of it I purchased, and I don't remember which shades were which. So Unearthly Cosmetics sent me 3 shades of their new Menacing Metals lipsticks, and I bought 2 more. So I have a reel of these on my Instagram right now, testing all of them. Whoops, but right now I am wearing Ember, which is like this golden bronze color. Like this is going to be a staple for me. This is going to be an absolute staple. These are so creamy and so beautiful. These are not like the frosted lipsticks of the 99, 2000s years. These are just creamy and gorgeous and metallic without being too glittery, and they're so comfortable to wear. I love it. It feels like I'm wearing a lip balm. So let's move on to clothing. For most of this, I am going to just put a picture on the screen so you can see there's one of me actually in the item of clothing, and the rest of these, no, actually, I'm sorry, there's two of me in the items of clothing, and the rest of these, I'm just going to put pictures up of what they are. So let's start with this skirt. So this skirt is from All Saints. If you're not familiar with All Saints, I would not consider them to be a luxury brand, but they are a bit higher quality and therefore a bit higher price. This is a skirt I've been eyeing for so long. It's called the Luna Asymmetrical Skirt. It's got these hook and eye closures. It is so beautiful, and it went on super sale. I think it was like 40% off when I got it. By the way, everything I talk about is going to be linked down below if you have interest in any of these things. And at first, when I put this skirt on, I was a little unsure of it because the length of it is like mid-calf, which is a little strange for somebody who's 5 feet tall. But once I put it on with some big stompy boots and like a hat and I really styled it, I loved it. I have a feeling this is going to be like a staple piece for me. I really can't wait to wear this. Like, I'm probably going to wear it this weekend. I really love it. I'm so glad I bit the bullet. It's really pretty and it's unique to my wardrobe. The next item, okay, I got this off of Mercari. I got this used. I guess it's considered to be vintage, but this is a dress by the brand Lip Service. And this is a dress I had in the late to mid 90s, the mid to late 90s. And I loved it and I grew out of it. I got bigger and I sold mine. And I wanted to repurchase it, so I did, and it's really, really cute. I love it. I love the style. Like, I'm a big fan of dresses that I can wear a normal bra with because, like, I like thicker straps. I don't like strapless anything. Just let me wear a normal freaking bra with it. And it is really cute and comfy and sassy and sexy. And honestly, like, it's one of those things where I'm like, I have adult money now. I can buy the things I wanted as a teenager. So I did purchase this, and I think I got it for like $40. Whereas on the website, brand new, it's like $100, so I'm pretty happy. The next thing that I got, okay, let me talk about two jackets. The first jacket I want to talk about is something I got this past weekend, and it was an impulse purchase, and then I regretted it. So this is a jacket that I just bought. It is a vegan leather jacket. I did buy it at Angry Young and Poor, which is a store in Lancaster, PA. One of the few stores I know about where you can go in person to buy like spooky goth punk type clothing. And it is so freaking cute. It really is. The price was pretty damn reasonable. But almost as soon as I walked out, I felt kind of guilty because I am really good, as maybe you guys know, about putting things on a list. If I want it, I put it on my wish list and I let it simmer there. And if I still want it, then I buy it. I don't like making impulse purchases. And this is one especially where, now I have worn it twice since I got it this past weekend, okay? I've worn it twice in the last week and I've gotten compliments on it and I like the way it looks. But at the same time, it felt icky to me that it was an impulse buy, something that I could have lived without. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to return it because it would be an hour-and-a-half drive physically in person to return it. And I do like it, and it was reasonably priced. It was $60. But at the same time, this jacket purchase is a big reason that I am going to be more stringent on my low buy in 2025. We will talk about that at the end of the video. And the final item, okay, this is one that I need you guys to kind of laugh with me. So I fell for an Instagram ad about 2 months ago, and I put something on a wish list, and I kept staring at it and staring at it and staring at it. I was going back and forth in my head because it was so beautiful, but it was the single most expensive piece of clothing. If I purchased it, it would be the single most expensive piece of clothing I'd ever purchased. But I could not get it out of my head. And I finally bit the bullet and bought this jacket. First, I'm going to show you this jacket on the model. It is stunning, okay? It is a monster fur jacket, faux fur, that goes down on the model. It went to like a little bit below the knee, and it is beautiful and black and fuzzy and gorgeous. And it's by a brand called Mukuda, which I had never heard of, but reviews looked good online, right? So I finally ordered it, okay? And I'm going to link it down below so you guys can see the price of this thing if you want to. I ordered it, and I looked at sizes online, okay? You guys, I'm normally a medium in almost everything. I was going to order a medium, and then when I looked at the size chart and things like that, I was like, wow, it seems like I'd be a small, which is weird. I'm not a small in anything. So I ordered a small, and you guys, it was so comically oversized when it came in. You could have fit 2 or 3 of me in this jacket. I was able to hold it out to like here, and it was still so massive. The sleeves went down to here on me. The length of it was like down to my feet. I was like, oh my God. The quality was so good though. It was so good, but I did wind up returning it. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm really bummed because this jacket was sort of serving as a bit of retail therapy to me. And when it didn't work, it really bummed me out more than it should have, but I did return it. And if the extra small in this jacket comes back in stock, right now it's sold out, I might consider purchasing it, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just, this one was perfect. It was everything I was looking for on paper. And then on me, not so much. So I say that's it for everything that I purchased, but guys, it was a lot of money. It was a lot of money. I didn't even finish adding it up, but I mean, the jacket alone took this way into the stratosphere. I spent a lot of money this month. But let's move on to what I received in PR. The first thing is the Gourmand Girls Frozen Kiss palette. I do have a video with this palette on my channel. I wound up really liking this. I love the quality that I'm seeing from Gourmand Girls. This was the first palette I've received in PR from them, but I have purchased from them in the past. I just really enjoyed this, like more than I thought I would, because usually I find color stories like this to be not so much one note, but usually they don't attract me when it's just blue and just purple and just those icy tones. But I really loved playing with this. This marbled shade is so freaking cool. It's like multi-chrome and it's got different color sparkles in it. I just am so impressed by the quality. And I just really had a lot of fun playing with this. Like, I'm really thankful to have this. It's really, really cool. Also, I love slim packaging. Please, can all brands just do slim packaging? This is what the people want. The next thing that I received, I probably should have cleaned these before I'm pulling this out, but BK Beauty has a new Core Complexion Trio. I have been using these non-stop since I got these, okay? The first brush I want to talk about is the 115. So I have been using the 106 for a very long time as my foundation brush. This has replaced it, okay? This is an angled, dense brush, and I use it mainly to pounce out my foundation. I'm not swiping the way I was with this, and I love the way this blends my foundation. It is so soft and so comfortable on the face. I really, really love this brush. The other two I really like. This is definitely my favorite, but the 116 is actually like the little sister of the 106, and I've been using this for both contour and for blushes, mainly for cream products. So like, I don't use this for powders because it is dense and domed, but it is so good for cream. And to be honest, most of the complexion products I use are cream. I don't prefer a powder over a cream. I've been really liking this. And then there's the 114. This is so interesting. So you can see on one side it's light, on the other side it's dark. So the light side is for pouncing your concealer in. And because it comes to a point, it gets perfectly in that corner, okay? And then you flip it, the dark side is for setting it with powder. I have used this several times and I do really enjoy it on days where my skin is behaving. If my skin is not currently behaving, then I definitely always go back to the A506 by BK Beauty because that is my favorite. So this trio though is really, really good. This retails for $95. I do have a discount code with them. Everything's gonna be linked down below, but just the 115 hands down is my favorite of the three. Next, I did receive a package from What's Up Beauty. So they sent me 4 of the Cheek Tear blushes, excuse me. And I just think that these are so cool looking, but I will admit, I have not had a chance to fully try all these yet, but they're really cool. They're like this marbled swirl. This color is Serene Sienna. Really pretty. Now, what's interesting though, is on the label, it is a very like peachy pink. Can you see? Very peachy pink. And I feel like this looks quite light. But let me see once I swatch it. Yeah, it's quite a light color. It's very, very pretty, but it's right there. So you can't see it, but I don't know how I'm going to feel. That color just doesn't look as bright as I want it to. Let's try another one. So this is Relaxing Roma. By the way, the packaging is so pretty. It's almost like, it almost looks like marbled. This one, again, so on the packaging, it's like a very bright brown coral. And here it just looks brown. So let's see what this looks like when I swirl it. So it's right there, okay? And here's the thing, like, I don't know how I'm feeling about these because I feel like they look very light. And I like my blushes to be a little more pigmented, but they feel good on the skin. And I like that they have a slight luminescence to them. It's not a shimmer, but it's a nice luminescence. And then they also sent me one of the Cheek Tear bronzers. I chose the shade Light. I did use this in a recent video that's coming up, which you will see. So again, we have that kind of marbled effect. What's interesting though is in here you see brown and taupe and purple. This came off very red on me, like very, very red, almost like a blush bronzer. And it was pretty, but just not what I expected. So I'm not sure how I feel about that either. If you guys would like to see those in an upcoming video, the blushes especially, please let me know down below. They're really pretty and they feel almost moisturizing. I know that sounds weird to say about a powder, but I don't know how they build up on the cheek, so I'm curious to try. Then next, which I have now used in several videos and things like that, is the Singe Galactic Visitor. This palette is really cool. It is a lot of fun. I love how the shades go from light to medium to deep. We've got, you know, shimmers, we've got mattes, we've got all of things in between. It's just really pretty. It's a fun palette to play with, and I love that Angie, whenever she creates palettes, she always likes to include a bunch of varieties of deep mattes, and I always appreciate that. I think that this is a really fun palette. Again, I do have a full video playing with this on my channel, so I will go ahead and link that down below. Then next, I'm so excited. So I've talked about Salt New York a lot. I love their Sneaky Bomb foundation. I love their Best Case concealer. I love their cream blushes and bronzers. Everything I've used from Salt New York, I've loved, and they came out with a new product called Mood Lighting. So these are meant to be used as a combination, like you can use them as a blusher, as a highlighter, as a lip balm, all the above. So I got two shades. I got light and medium, and I used medium in a video that's coming up, and it's so pretty. These, let me swatch these. I guess I'll swatch on the back of my hand. So these are very dewy and luminescent and add such a pretty flush of color along with like a highlight. Can you see it right in the middle of my hand? I'm trying to catch the light, but they catch the light so beautifully and naturally. Like it looks like your natural skin is just glowing. I've been really liking playing with these. Like I kind of can't put them down right now. So I think they're really beautiful and they're very inexpensive. Like I always think it's so cool. These refill pans are always so inexpensive, and you can get this gorgeous quad to put them in if you want, or you can put them in any magnetic palette you have because they are magnetic. I just love them. I really, really love them. I'm so thankful these were sent. And then finally, okay, I want to talk about the two big PR packages I received. So the first one is from Unearthly Cosmetics. You know, I mentioned the lipsticks that they sent me. They also sent me one of their new highlighters. This is a low light highlighter and it's called Moth to a Flame. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm running out of hand space here, but it is such a shimmery, beautiful, like metallic gold, pink. I don't know, there's so many colors. I'm trying to, let me swatch it on with my non-dominant hand on my dominant hand to see if you can see it a little bit better. So you can see it on the back of my hand there. It just gives the most beautiful shine. I really love these low light highlighters because they have shimmer to them, but they're not glittery, they're not chunky, they're just so beautiful. And then the other thing that Unearthly sent me, and I know you guys have seen this online. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Look at this bag. Guys, this is stunning. This is so beautiful. So we have a studded leather strap. By the way, they also have a black on black version of this where it's like black purse, black studs, black chain. And they sent me this one that's like burgundy with gold accents. How cool is this? This is like nothing in my collection, and I'm so thankful. So they also have a crossbody strap that comes with this, but like that, like even just that, how cool does that look? Oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it. It is so freaking chic. And also I love how they just embossed their logo very lightly here. And it's not like it says Unearthly across the whole front of it. I adore this. This is so freaking cool. Look at that. Look at it. I love it. So anyway, this is one of the coolest things I've gotten all month, and I'm in love. And then the final PR package I want to talk about is from Overtone. So that one was very surreal to me because I've been using Overtone for so many years, okay? This is my used one, okay? Because I put the one that they sent me in the closet, but they have these color depositing conditioners. First of all, they smell heavenly, but I use these like at least once, if not twice a week each. So they also sent me in Ruby Red, which I had just run out of, so I'm very thankful. But what I will do is on my days where I'm doing the princess shower, aka scrubbing, shaving, all that stuff, I will put these on my head. I will put the red on top and then the orange in the center, and I will let it sit there while I do everything else for like 15, 20 minutes and then rinse it out. Not only does it give my color a boost, but at the same time, it really, really deep conditions. And my hair smells really good, but it deep conditions really, really well. And I've been using these two colors for so long, and I'm so happy they sent these to me. They also sent me this one, which I haven't tried yet. This is a gloss. It's called The Gloss, and it's a shine treatment. I love things like this. I haven't used this brand yet, but I'm really excited to. But they also sent me 2 or 3 other things. Okay, so they also sent me a hair towel. I was very thankful. But then they sent me this, which is so cute. Look at this little kitsch package. So it's a little satin pillowcase and a hair scrunchie that is called a pillow scrunchie. And I was like, why is it called that? Guys, do you see how thick this is? And it's all filled. This is like, look at the size of this scrunchie. It is so soft though. And I really want to try heatless curls this year. That is my goal. So I'm pumped to have this. But then there was the thing that actually made me cry. They included this book that says best year yet. And I was like, oh, that's really cute. Like, I like the vibes. I'm like, is this going to include like everything Overtone accomplished throughout the year and things like that? And then I open it up and I see me. Guys, they went through my Instagram and made a book of my moments from Instagram throughout the year. And I just kind of melted. Like even this one, guys, this is from the Just a Taste look. Like that's recent. And I'm just so thankful. Like, and they have, you know, some from my photo shoot that I did in Palm Springs. But they also had, where's the ones that like melted me? So I'm not going to lie. This is the spread that melted me because this is from our time in New Orleans, which is one of the best trips that I've had with creators and friends. It was one of my favorites. And look at all these faces of people I love so freaking much. I just thought this was one of the most thoughtful gifts a brand has ever sent me. And I'm so incredibly thankful. But yeah, that was everything I received in PR this month. It was a lot, and I'm really thankful. Let's talk about stuff I wanted to buy but didn't. Guys, the things that I put on this list, okay, because I realized I haven't updated. One of them was I wrote the big fluffy black coat. Well, I bought that. The other thing that I wrote was the Unearthly Menacing Metals lipsticks. Well, I bought that. I bought anything on my wanted to buy but didn't list. How? That defeats the purpose of that list. That, again, is why we're going to talk at the very end. As far as what I got rid of, guys, I got rid of 6 full bags of clothing. Now this is between places like I did take a bunch to Goodwill and donate it. I also gave a bunch away on my local Facebook like buy nothing page, but I got rid of 6 bags of clothing and I'm so proud of myself because so many of these things were items I was holding on to, if I'm going to be honest with you, in case I lose the weight. And why? Why? I've been holding on to them for so long when these could bring somebody else so much joy. And you know what? I can love the body that I'm in now. That's something I'm really striving for, is loving this body that I'm in now and maybe treating her to some new clothing. So I think that's why I purchased so many new pieces of clothing, is because I'm like, she deserves to feel good too. So anyway, I did get rid of so much of that, but I also did have a party at my house with my girlfriends where I laid out every single piece of decluttered makeup that I got rid of this year. Okay, I got rid of over 200 pieces of makeup, you guys, 200 pieces of makeup, and I set my girlfriends loose on a feeding frenzy, and I loved it. I was so happy. They were going through and picking out so much stuff, and I told them, I was like, guys, I don't need anybody to be coy and cute, okay? Take as many pieces as you want. If this table is empty, I will be happy. And let me show you something. So like I said, I had over 200 pieces of makeup to get rid of. This is all that's left. There's probably like 50 pieces in here. They took a lot. It just always makes me really happy to be able to pass those things on to people I love. And a lot of my friends are into makeup. A lot of them are performers and things like that. So it just made me happy. And as far as other things bringing me joy, this is always stuff that usually is not like makeup or things like that related. But first of all, I have gotten back again into roller skating and it makes me so happy. Am I good at it? Not really. No, I don't fall, knock on wood, but I'm not like a skate dancer. I'm not really fast. I'm not really good, but it just brings me so much joy. And to be honest, zen, like it's my therapy, just kind of going in a circle around a ring. Sometimes I'm just closing my eyes with my arms out and it just feels so good. But also just a few weeks ago, my husband and I ran our second, was it our second one? Yeah, our second like gothy skate night that we have. And with this one, again, we are playing like gothy, spooky, industrial music, but it does serve as a fundraiser for the Animal Allies Rescue Foundation, which is a local animal rescue here. And with this one, between the first one and the second one, we've donated over $3,000 this year to the animal rescue, and I'm so excited. And we already booked our next one. So we're having another one in February 19th, but I'm just really excited. I've just been enjoying skating again. I love that we can give back to this cause that I care so much about. So yeah, that's something bringing me a lot of joy. And the other thing bringing me a lot of joy, this is going to be so freaking cheesy, you guys, but like I used to poo-poo on New Year's resolutions. I really did. But at the same time, I feel like this year, even though there's a lot of things that could be horrible about 2025, okay? There's a lot of things that could go wrong and probably will go wrong. Let's be honest here. I still feel like a sense of hope for some reason. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like maybe this year will be better than the last for me emotionally, I think, because this past year was a little difficult for me. I don't know why. My mental health was just not so good. And I feel like I'm going into this year feeling like things could be better. Does that make sense? So I don't know. I think, again, there's a lot in this world that will not be good in 2025. But I do think that there's a lot that can be awesome. Now, I just want to touch base before I sign off about my low buy for this year. And that basically is to say I am still going to be on my low buy, and I am still doing the low buy my own way, which means I don't have any hard, fast rules. So I'm not going to say I can only spend X per month, or I can only buy something when I run out of it. No, my rules are still the same in that I want to just be more conscious about what I'm purchasing and only buy something if it really brings me joy or fills a need, fills a hole in my collection, right? But at the same time, I want to be better about putting stuff on that wish list and letting it simmer. That purchase of that jacket this weekend really like snapped something in me where I realized that I was purchasing that because it made me feel good at that moment. It gave me a dopamine rush and I just bought it. And I don't want that. I don't want that to be how I purchase things. I want to be a conscious consumer. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to be more conscious in the future about how I purchase stuff and just be a little more gentle with myself and saying, you know what? You don't need that jacket. You don't need that lipstick to make you feel good, whatever it might be. Even though that jacket made me feel kind of good and this lipstick makes me feel good. But you know what I mean. But anyway, I hope you all had a very happy new year. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments down below. What did you purchase for yourself? Whether it's makeup, skincare, hair care, clothing, furniture, toys, events, items, whatever it might be. Tell me what you purchased for yourself this month and if you're loving it. I want to know that you're loving it. But if you like this video, please take a second and give it a thumbs up. It helps out my channel so much more than you know. You all can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are all Glitter Fallout. And as always and forever, guys, I have now been here for going on my 12th year. And you guys bring me so much joy and so much love. And I really mean it when I say that you guys are super freaking rock stars. And I genuinely love you with my whole entire heart. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.